Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, I, the mighty Sake, return. Hold your applause. The title off the bat is making fun of my last video that I made, or rather, jumping off of it, joking off of it, whatever the flying bleepity bleeps you want to say. I know how YouTube rolls. Don't want me saying certain dirty words until we get to a certain mark in the video. I do find that odd. But moving on, so normalizing ghosting, rather it's normalized already, if you ask me now. For all of you young folks, and just folks in general not in the dating scene anymore, applause for you too. Yeah, you deserve that round of applause, because my heavens, it is insanity out here. Also, if you hear some loud chattering in the background, that is my fan. My computer's fan is louder than a son of a gun. Again, gosh, it is hard not using any swear words. Goodness gracious, don't worry, we'll get there. And I don't feel like editing out them. And onward we go. So, ghosting is very much normalized, at least from what I've seen. Either that or I'm just prone to it, and I feel like there's certain gentle fish out there that are prone to the good old ghosting. And I've always found it so shocking how it goes, how it's such a normal thing. I'll probably go deeper into this subject in the next video. Yes, there'll be another video. I know it's been 7 months since the last one. Life has been crazy. That's why we also have the health update, in the title as well, because there's just been a lot of stuff going on, and we're going to talk about it briefly. We're not going to go deep into it. There'll be another way you can find out more of what's going on if you are actually interested in doing that. I appreciate you all. Also, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. Follow your boy on the Twitter. If you're not, you messing up. I don't post on there. And follow me on my other various forms of social media. HikoSake is just the way to go. It is what it is. But onward. And I've said that like 3-4 times. Jeez, I'm gonna have to start writing scripts when I do these darn things. Yeah, so close. Oh man, almost got me. Yeah, but I make this because within, I want to say, the last maybe we're gonna say 3 to 4 months. I've been kind of stepping my foot out in the dating scene, and for quite some time I've kind of stayed away from it because it just was a lot going on, man. It seemed like it just won't worth the stress at all, and here we are, so what, I stayed single for over a year by choice because I just didn't want to engage with the stress that came with dating. And after that year, I said, you know what? Sure, I'm going to step my foot back out there. I'm going to step back out there. We're going to do this. We're going to make this happen. We are going to do this. Oh, how wrong I fucking was. Now we finally reached our mark. Yes, the muzzle is free. Yeah, I set my foot back out there, and by God, it is just fucking horrible. It's crazy out here. What I've noticed the absolute most out of anything that I've noticed, there's so much crazy shit that happens in the dating scene now. Again, mayhaps it's just my area or the women I approach. I'm willing to accept all of that because I accept accountability, unlike others. Cough, cough-de, cough-de, cough. But I step back out there, and man, what I've noticed the absolute most is that ghosting seems to be something that is at an all-time high. Again, and this is speaking, I can only speak from my experience. I have talked to many others who seem to encounter the same problem, and it's mostly dudes, who encounter this problem. Now, young ladies, feel free to step forward in the comments and talk of your ghosting experiences. And I'm not talking about ghosting people. I'm more talking about being ghosted, for the love of Christ. Know how some of you folks work. That seems to be such a big thing nowadays, though. Rather than just tell someone that you're not interested in them, I'm assuming because you do not want the conflict, or more so you just can't fucking be bothered, you'll just ghost that individual. And it blows my mind because that's got to be one of the most disrespectful things that you can do to another person who is attempting, I won't go as far as to say to share their life with you, because then we're getting too goddamn deep. No, I'll say a person who is actually expressing themselves to you you know, showing that they are genuinely interested in you. That's a good way to put it. A person that is showing they are genuinely interested in you. They are going out of their way to say, hey, I'm really feeling you. You are super awesome. I'd love to just kick it with you and get to know you more. Unless the person blatantly came out and said, let's fuck. I mean, if that's the case, if that's what you're into, it is what it is. If not, again, still, the word no exists in the English language. You'd be amazed how little people know that, rather than I'm just going to cease contact with this individual because they're not worth my damn time. Like, that's just insanity to me, you know? There is never a valid reason to ghost somebody. I will say that. I will stand on that. You can always tell someone directly, no. You know what? Here, because I know how people work nowadays. Everyone's a sensitive Sally nowadays, so I'll try to make sure my words are on fleek. That's what the youngsters say, on the fleekies. So, I'll say it this way. There's never a valid reason to ghost somebody at first response. If you are uninterested after you meet somebody, simply say you're not interested. It saves so much mental distress. For the love of Christ, it saves so much mental distress to just tell somebody, I am not interested. Thank you for your time, you know, thank you for showing your interest, but I'm Gucci, you know, I'm good. That's all you gotta say. That is all you gotta say. And like I said, I mostly see this happening to, you know, young men, or just men in general, actually. I won't even say young men, for the love of fuck. I mostly just see it happening to dudes. Now, fully aware that chicks get ghosted too, but I mostly see it happening to dudes. It seems to be such a normal response in the culture of dating for young ladies nowadays to just simply say, oh, this person's not worth my time, I'm just not going to tell them anything. And to me, what makes it even worse, now, again, I don't know about you guys' situations. Once again, I implore you to tell me more in the comments section. That's what it's there for, you know. I don't think my comments section gets used that much. I get I'm a smaller YouTuber, but baby, that's what the comments section is for. You got post up in that motherfucker. In my recent situations, I've not only had the individual ghost me, but after they ghost me, they will then proceed to act as if nothing has happened and attempt to talk to me in person. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you just ghost me, but when I'm around my friends, you want to act as if, oh, everything's peachy between us. Don't. That is absurd. I cannot fathom how this is okay to people, how this is something you want to, like, what? My brain implodes when I experience these sorts of situations, and I have had this happen a good heap of at least like 5 to 6 times. This particular situation where it's been a young lady who has not only ghosted me, but then proceeds to act as if nothing happened between us. There was no ghosting. Oh, they didn't do anything to me. They didn't ghost me or anything. But when we're around my friends, you will talk to me like normal. That is absolutely insane. Like, look, I am fully aware that there are some fantastic young women out there. Hell, I know that there are great women out there. I was raised by one, you know, forever preach and toot that horn. But at the same time, oh, it's a big old butt. It's a large butt. At the same time, you can't help but lose a little bit of faith when stuff like that happens, and in such quick succession. So many different personalities, yet all the same outcome. It is insane. Truly, I am massively blown away by these experiences. It truly blows me away when these sorts of things happen, for I truly wonder to myself, I'm like, so that's, in your mind, I wasn't even worth telling? No. Now, I would love, again, and I know I've mentioned this like 40 times, but hell, I have to. You guys have short-term memory loss. Half of you probably clicked off this video. In the comments, do tell me your experiences, or a better way to look at this, if there is one. I'd love to just, I'm not here to tell you guys how it is or be aggressive or whatever. I'm merely stating these events that have occurred to me, and also from what I've seen and experienced in the dating world myself, as far as to what many people I know have experienced as well. You know, I just would love to hear why that is a valid response, why you can't simply tell somebody you're not interested, and instead of doing them terrible. Like, if this person has done you no wrong, I can't fathom nor understand why you would see the need to simply just ghost them or like, that's such a disrespectful thing. Hell, in 2 of these situations, I think 3 of these situations, I think it's 3, In 3 of these situations, I proceeded to ghost a person in person, because after that I said, and then, you know, one of them actually came to me saying, I'm sorry, like, I didn't mean for things to be weird between us. And I'm like, things didn't have to be weird. You could have just said no, and I would have, like, left you alone. But now you ghost me and try to pretend like nothing happened, and then you act like I'm doing something wrong? Hell no. Like, that's such a toxic thing to do. And one positive thing I can say from all of this to these young ladies that do this, at least they weed themselves out of my life, and I'll at least be thankful for that. I'll say that much. At least they weed themselves out of my life, so I no longer have to deal with them. Because if you would be that sort of toxic, if you would be that sort of disrespectful, I personally wouldn't want you in my life in any capacity, as a friend, as a fuck buddy, as a whatever the hell, as a girlfriend, as a wife, as none of that shit. Because if you would proceed to do that to someone, if you would be that disrespectful and that rude to someone for no reason, then no, in my eyes, you're not a good person. You're not someone I want in my life. I would say that much. So that's, hey, there we go. That is one positive to take from that. Now, I feel like I've delved fairly deep. We've given you a good 10 minutes-ish worth of content about ghosties and toasties and woasties. I'll talk briefly on mental health type stuff. As far as a health update goes, I'd say, we're teeter-tottering on insanity, but we're making it through. We are now doing Therapy Thursdays on Twitch, where we'll just have a therapy session on Twitch. I'm not going to an official psychiatrist and recording it, or therapist and recording it. Pause. No, we're going to be having streams where we just talk about things. Because apparently that's something I should do more of. Just talk about things. Generally, I'm a very open individual, but so I've been told I could stand to do it more. So fuck it. We'll just try it and see how it works. I'm actually going to just be starting that today. By the time this video uploads, I'll be starting that. So do drop by the Twitch channel. Little bubble is going to pop down there for you guys to see the link, which will be in the description. There you go. Yeah, Bubble's just telling you to go download in the description, of which where there you will find the Twitch link. Go by there, drop a follow, come on by, check out Therapy Thursdays. Also, I stream pretty much every day, so that's where you can catch live content and live stories of these wild things happening. Yeah, man, I tell you, it's just through these last experiences, these past 4 months with people, I can personally say I've genuinely lost faith in humanity, even more so than I already had, and that's saying something. I've genuinely lost faith in humanity, and just in people. It's crazy to me how little people can look at you. It's wild to me how little people look, or how people look at you. How do you explain it? It's wild to me how little people think you are, is the way I can put it. How insignificant people look at you as, that to me is always mind-boggling. And I realized this phrase. I actually thought I need to write this shit down. I guess one of you can coin the phrase if you get to it before me. But no one cares about the tree while it's growing, man. They only care about the tree when it's already bearing fruit. No one cares about the tree as it grows. They don't watch that tree as it grows, especially young ladies. And again, prove me wrong. I'm all down for that. This is not me coming at you aggressive. Feel free. That's what that comment section is for. I promise you'll never catch a video from me with this section turned off, because I want to hear your feedback and opinions on stuff like this. But like I said, and I'll say it one more time, no one ever cares about the tree while it's growing. Very few do care about that damn tree while it's growing. It needs nutrients, it needs water, it needs soil, it needs all that shit to grow properly and then bear fruit. But no one cares about that shit. They don't care about all the things the tree needs to get to where it is. No. They only care about that motherfucker once it's already bearing fruit. Then they want to pick the fruit off the motherfucker. They don't care about how the tree got there. Nope. They're just like, oh shit, it's bearing fruit. Got some good fruit on it. Let's pick some of this fruit off this tree, man. That's when the hands reach out to you. That's the thing that's wild to me, man. We've gone on long enough. Well, we gotta save content for other videos, considering it's been 7 fucking months since I've made a video. We gotta save content for other videos. So, as always, thank you all for watching. If you made it to the end, I deeply appreciate you. Big ol' huggles. You my little pog champs and all that cringy ass, dumb ass, stream ass talk. Power to all of you, all amazing. Do remember follow the Twitter. Do remember follow the Gram. Do remember follow the TikToks. Do remember follow the motherfucking Twitch. Yeah, remember all that shit. And if I don't see new follows by tomorrow, it's going to be another 7 months to the next video.